It's time for our topic of the week here in Economic Outlook. Newly appointed Tourism Minister Widiyanti Putri Wardhana has unveiled her short-term programs in promoting the country's tourism industry. Attracting more foreign tourists as well as promoting quality and sustainable tourism in the country are among her priority programs. Let's take a look.
Speaking at the handover ceremony with her predecessor Sandiaga Uno on October 22nd, Tourism Minister Widiyanti Putri Wardhana outlined her priority work programs for the next 6 months. One of her priority programs is to work together with the private sector, experts and all stakeholders to identify challenges and trends in promoting the tourism industry in the country, while the second one is to collaborate with world-class agencies to enhance human resource development, focusing on improving the skills of tourism personnel, and the third one is to intensify the promotion of 5 super priority destinations. The fourth priority program will be the acceleration of the digital transformation in promoting the calendar of events using artificial intelligence or AI and other digital innovations. And the last one is to prepare for the mechanism in managing the proposed Indonesia Tourism Fund, which will be set up to financially support tourism activities that have the potential to attract tourists, increase tourist visits such as international events, including concerts and sports events. The fund, proposed by President Joko Widodo in late 2023, is expected to have an endowment fund of 2 trillion rupiah to be allocated from the 2025 state budget. Minister Widiyanti hopes that with such programs, foreign tourist arrivals in Indonesia would continue to increase. She is also optimistic that foreign tourist arrivals will reach this year's 14 million target set by her predecessor. The number of foreign visitors to Indonesia exceeded 10 million as of September, inching closer to the target, Statistics Indonesia or BPS reported on November the 6th. During January to September, international arrivals rose by more than 20% year-on-year to 10.37 million. However, the figure remains below pre-pandemic levels. During the same period in 2019, the country recorded over 12 million foreign tourist arrivals. In September alone, Indonesia received 1.28 million foreign tourists, an annual increase of nearly 20%, but a 4.5% decrease from August. Neighboring countries such as Malaysia, Australia, China, and Singapore remain among the largest contributors to Indonesia's international visitor numbers. In addition to foreign arrivals, domestic tourism has also seen a surge, with 757.96 million trips by local tourists in the 9 months leading up to September, marking a 21% increase from the same period last year. The hotel occupancy rate for January through September averaged 51.33%, reflecting a significant recovery in the tourism sector from the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. Widiyanti said that she will continue the development program for the 5 super priority destinations in Indonesia: Borobudur in Central Java, Likupang in North Sulawesi, Mandalika in West Nusa Tenggara, Lake Toba in North Sumatra, and Labuan Bajo in East Nusa Tenggara. She explained that once this program succeeds, the Ministry of Tourism will reassess the potential for developing additional destinations across Indonesia. This step aims to expand the scope of national tourism highlights.
President Prabowo Subianto has appointed businesswoman Widiyanti Putri Wardhana as tourism minister in his cabinet for the next 5 years, replacing Sandiaga Uno. And with us today is Bapak Alexander Nayoan, Executive of the Indonesian Hotel and Restaurant Association, or in short PHRI, and he will take a closer look at the new minister's priority programs in developing Indonesia's tourism industry. Welcome, Pak Alex, again to Economic Outlook.
Good afternoon, Luisa.
Good afternoon. Pak Alex, you know the former tourism minister Sandiaga Uno has made several breakthroughs while he was ministering as the tourism minister. Could you please share with us what are his main achievements during his work as tourism minister?
So one of the main things, he has actually taken us out of the COVID-19 following Pak Wisnu Wardhana, which was the minister before. And he really achieved in pushing all Indonesians to actually do staycations all over Indonesia, which actually helped the business of hotels and restaurants especially, you know. And on top of that, to make all this happening, you need to promote from within, you know. So, and he's a good promoter, you know. I mean, he's very good with the press, he's very good with the social media, you know. Not only him, but the whole Department of Tourism, yeah. And to achieve that, for sure, people has to be trained. So a lot of things he has done in the education, although more things need to be done, and that's why Ibu Putri Wardhana is actually going to push that as well.
Following his footsteps. Yes. And it actually comes as a surprise to many people that you know, Sandiaga Uno did not continue his duties as the tourism minister. However, since he has been working as the tourism minister, we've heard a lot more of other parts of Indonesia besides Bali, such as Labuan Bajo. It was fully commercialized, and as well as Borobudur and Bromo. We hear that a lot. Now, Pak Alex, with President Prabowo's appointment with the businesswoman Ibu Widiyanti Putri Wardhana as the new Minister of Tourism, what do you think should be her priorities in further promoting Indonesia's tourism?
One thing, she's a lady, she should bring in more lady tourists into Indonesia.
Oh, okay, interesting approach.
Yes, because the lady will drag the husband. It's not the other way around, you know. So, I mean, this is very good, you know, that it's Ibu Putri Wardhana who become a minister of tourism, because I always say that whenever you want to make your hotel full, you have to create programs not only for the men, but especially for the ladies, because they will attract the family, the children, and the husband, you know. So that's already one thing. What she should focus in is Indonesia is a maritime country. Many countries who are on the shores or who has islands like Maldives, you know, they really promote everything related to maritime, you know.
To the ocean,
To the ocean, and also rivers. Because with the amount of rivers we have, you know, we can actually create different various attraction. I said attraction, to come to Indonesia. We should build more marinas, you know, and then people should be coming from overseas, you know, for the yacht, for the whatever is related to the maritime should be simplified, you know, all the paperwork which has to be done, you know, and if possible, no cost, you know, like visa on arrival. If the government could again start no visas upon arrival for, how many was it before? I think it was 97 countries around the world, you know. You will see an increase of tourists into Indonesia, which has happened to our neighboring country. Next is, yes, she is going to focus on education, which is very, very good, especially if it's related to quality tourism. Quality tourism needs people who are very good. I'm not saying expert, but very good, very hospitable in whatever they do. And this needs training. This needs education to make people more broad-minded. And if our young generation gets this education, especially if they can speak at least English very well, a second language, and it shouldn't be German or French, you know. Right now, what is very popular is Mandarin, Hokkien, Arabic, you know, countries where they have to, where they are actually looking for Indonesian workers, Japanese, you know. I mean, I heard that this year Portugal need around 100,000 overseas workers. And how many can we contribute? So if they are being educated very well, they go overseas, when they come back, this is quality tourism. They will bring, you know, their experience in overseas to Indonesia and then train all the remaining people who has not gone through this education, and you will see the level going up.
That's right. That's a very good point right there, Pa Alex. That means like we need to increase the standard that we give towards our tourists coming into Indonesia. I mean, Bali has an international standard, but we need to make sure that it goes on average to other parts of Indonesia. Now, one of the minister's priorities is to work closely with related industries, in particular hotels. What should the minister do to support the hotel industry here in Indonesia? What can be improved?
We, in the hotel business, we will ask for more MICE.
I see.
Meeting, incentive, conference, conventions, and exhibitions.
Haven't we got that enough here in Jakarta?
Not enough.
Okay.
Not enough. You know, I mean, we have sufficient MICE from within. You know, thank you for the government that they are supporting us with their meetings and creating various kind of exhibitions or conferences locally, but we need more international, you know? And this is not a very easy, simple job. It will take years before big groups are coming, but if we start well, Pak Sandi already start. So, but now the marathon has to start, you know? It has to be more pushy, you know? And creating a tourism board is a very good idea. This is what happened, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 10, 15 years ago when Indonesia has a tourism board. A lot of incentive came into Bali, you know. I mean, at that time, Bali sometimes don't have enough buses, you know. They don't have enough rooms, you know, because there are so much incentives coming to Bali, you know. So if we can come to that stage again, you know, certainly the number will be much bigger and will be even better. Even better if this will also happen in other cities like Surabaya, Yogyakarta, Toba area, you know, Kalimantan, you know, our IKN, you know, that should be one place. So that is one. And the other thing is using CSR money as best as possible.
Okay, can you elaborate more on that?
Oops, okay. You know, there are a lot of companies who has to spend their CSR fund. And I heard many times, I speak with, you know, company owners, Alex, how can I use my CSR money the right way? And the amount is tremendous, you know. I mean, there are companies who has to spend like 10, 15, 30 billion per month. Okay. You know, I mean, even more, you know. So if this can be used properly in this tourism business, especially in the training part, that will be really, really good, you know. So the training shouldn't be only for children or people going into universities or SMK, but also for the restaurants, you know, the small restaurants, they have to be taught on how to deal with their guests properly, you know.
Okay, so that is a good advice right there to improve the standard altogether.
Yes.
Okay, so the newly appointed minister also promised to promote the 5 super priority programs that was previously started by Minister Sandiaga Uno. What further improvement needs to be done for this, especially since our new minister is also a businesswoman? What else can she contribute to this program?
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure, right.
Yeah. I mean, the 5, if it remains, I would suggest number 1, Borobudur should be out of it because it's already up and running.
Yes.
You know? Bali used to be one of it. This 5 priority, I think, started like 15 years ago, and it was continued. It became 10, it became 6, 5, and then more, now 5 again.
Yes.
Borobudur is 1. It's already very good, very well. You just need to put a little bit salt, ketchup, you know.
It's already up and running.
Yes. Then next is Toba. Toba, a lot of things has been done there, you know, all the promotion, although not sufficient. Here, the training has to be done. Even people in Toba is looking for training, and they have challenges in that. So, especially if you aim to make this place as a 5-star or quality tourism destination, a lot of things needs to be done here. You know, hospitality is one thing. Yeah, the other one is Mandalika. Yeah. Mandalika is a nice place, but not enough promotion. The airfare is quite expensive, you know, and then to go there, the public transportation. So I'm saying, that's why I'm saying infrastructure is important. Borobudur, Toba also has a problem on infrastructure, you know. Then the next one is Labuan Bajo. Komodo is very good, but besides Komodo, the ocean, if you have sufficient fund, you can rent a Penisi boat, Venetian boat, yes. You know, or you know, you go there, but nothing more, which can become a very good 5-star quality tourism destination. Can we maintain it like that? Like Maldives, you know, it remains a 5-star. The last one, Likupang. Sorry to say, but we haven't heard much
Where
of
is this Likupang? I've never heard it.
See, even you don't know.
Tell me, where is
this? This is in North Sulawesi.
North Sulawesi,
around
right.
3 hours drive from Manado.
Okay.
The view is splendid, but no one has, well, people has invested there, but it needs more investment. See, if you go into destinations like this, the manpower is very important. You have to start from the manpower first, train them, build schools, and have people who are at a certain standard to teach people. So one more thing, if the minister wants to move forward, is the certifications of people who are training these children, you know, and then these children, these, yeah, I would say children, you know, I mean, they should also be certified.
Yeah.
Why the certification? So it makes them easier to go overseas.
I see.
Because the demand of Indonesian people in the tourism industry overseas is very high. Why? Because they are very hospitable.
That's true. I mean, I agree with that totally. I mean, we are very, very friendly. We have very friendly people here.
Hardworking.
And hardworking as well.
And when they are asked to do something, they just do it.
Exactly. So,
and that is my personal, experience overseas in many places. Any problem, you just ask Indonesian staff, they'll do it.
They will help you wholeheartedly. I 100% agree with that, and I agree that the potential is there. It's just we need to put more funds in, and as you said before too, we need to invest more in infrastructure and of course training for our workers to improve our standard. Okay, Bapak Alexander Nayoan, thank you so much for coming here and talking with us on Economic Outlook.
Thank you.
We'll have you again next time to talk more about tourism.
Thank you, Luisa.